Hello and welcome to Drawings and Doodles. Today we're just going to kind of introduce the series and kind of explain what it's all about. Then I'll give you my first little lesson about drawing and doodling. So what's this going to be about? Well, we're going to teach you how to draw some awesome stuff that you may have seen maybe in your school library or on TV. And then you can draw it at home too, and that'd be awesome. There's going to be three main stages of every drawing that we're going to do on Drawings and Doodles. And the first is always going to be what I call the sketch. And the sketch is going to be with a pencil. So that's going to be your first thing you're going to do on any drawing and Doodles drawing you're going to do. You're going to use the sketch with your pencil. So just to start off today, we're going to just do my name in bubble letters. And you can do that too. Maybe in the next episode I'll go over all the other letters so you have an idea of what to do. But we're just gonna draw my name, which is Mike, in bubble letters. So we're gonna start off with an M for Mike. So we're gonna make this an M here. There we go. Something that's important with bubble letters is to make sure you've got enough space to go. My next letter here is going to be an I, and we're going to do a lowercase here, so we're going to just make a little, so yeah, we make sure we have enough space for the entire letter. K here, we're going to go down. It's always good to have a solid base for these letters. And as you can see, right, these aren't the most perfect lines ever. It's a sketch, right? It can change. This is the first step. And then for the E, we're going to make kind of a loop. Like that. It's going to kind of look like a little amoeba or like a little worm. And then we're going to put that I in there. So there's my name, Mike. And I already don't like my K very much, but that's okay because we're in the sketch. So we're going to erase it a little bit. We're just going to have it go down a little bit further. There we go. Perfect. All right, now, step 2 of these doodles and drawings is always going to be what I call lining. And for that, you're going to need a Sharpie or a marker. I use Sharpies. I'm an adult, right? And I know that this is permanent, so I'm going to be extra careful with it. Make sure that we only get it on the paper. If you're a little bit younger, you might want to use like a Crayola black marker for it. This would make it a little bit easier. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to uncap our Sharpie black marker, whatever we're using, and we are going to do lining. So lining is where you trace over your sketch along the lines of what you drew so that it pops out, stands out more. So as you can see, I'm basically tracing the lines I already made. Now, this is going to make your letters, your person, your character, whatever it is that you're drawing, stand out because there's going to be this outline to it. Let's see, as you can see, the M already looks way more, it pops out way more than the other letters do. Let's keep going here. There we go. So our step 2 is just going to be doing lines. Now, as we continue doing more and more characters or creatures or whatever, right, our lining is going to get a little bit more complex than it is now. And as you can see, right, I didn't perfectly line up with the line I had already drawn. That's okay, right? The sketch is just there to guide you. So that when you're doing this, you don't make a mistake you can't undo, right? You can always erase a pencil, but you can't erase marker. And there we go. There's my name. It's now outlined in black. So we've done the sketch with our pencil. We've done the lining with our black Sharpie or black Crayola marker. And then for the last part, we're going to do coloring. And I've got some colored pencils here. These are kind of my favorite things to color with. And we're just going to pick a couple colors that I want to use. We're going to use, let's say, green here. We'll use an orange. What's this? Purple? Yeah, we're going to say purple. And what's an underappreciated color? Brown. All right, so we got a couple colors here we're going to use. And when we're coloring, okay, we want to try to stay inside of our black lines that we made. But if we don't, it's okay. Remember, we're trying to have fun here. So it doesn't matter how it looks in the end. And as you can see, I'm not coloring very difficultly. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on the pencil. I'm just coloring in lightly. And that's making this nice green color. If you want a darker color, you can always press a little darker. As you can see on the top, it's a little bit darker here. And we're going back and forth. And that's going to create a nice full color. And it's going to make sure that we have full coverage, and we're not going to go too far outside of our black lines. Like I said, not a big deal if you do, but always something to aim for. So we got green on our M. We'll switch up colors for our I. Sometimes you can color in a circular pattern as well. That's a really good way to color. So either going back and forth with lines or circular coloring. So I've got circular coloring with the I. I did back and forth with the M. But anyway works. See here, I did kind of a diagonal. I can do it like this too. Keep it all within grain. There's purple. And you can see it's looking really good there. Keep going. I'm going to switch it up and go the other way. That's going to make it more complete colored. So you can kind of go one direction and then go the other direction too. So I went horizontal that way, and I can go vertical this way and color in. And that's going to give it a more vivid, full color. Because you're going both directions. It's going to get those white spots you missed on the way down. And then we got our last letter here, E. Well, it's kind of a reddish brown. I like that color. Oops, see, I went outside, not a big deal. All right. And so now, right, we've got our colors in our letters, and we can see that they're all different here. Now, if we wanted to do something fun with our drawing here, we could even do like a little background. Pick a different color here for background. We can do maybe a blue. Now this is where the lining comes in handy, right? We used our lining, and now anything that we color in the background, right, is going to be different than what we had with inside of our lining, because our lining has made it distinctly that. Right, and so our background is going to look different. It's going to be a different part of it because it's not inside those black lines. So then it's automatically in a different space, a different time. It's not going to be blended in with that background. So we can fill in here. And there we have it. We have our first drawing of Doodles and Drawings. As you can see here, right, we've got Mike, we've got it colored in, we lined it, we've got a little background on it, and that's basically what this show is going to be all about. We're going to learn how to color, how to draw, how to sketch, and how to line, and we're going to make some cool art that pops. And then of course, as we go on, it'll become more and more and more complex, more and more and more fun, and we'll be able to do some fun stuff near the end, like make comics or pictures for stories, stuff like that. So I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of Doodling and Doodles and Drawing. Doodles and Drawing, and next time we're going to draw our first characters. So I hope you're excited. like I am, and we'll see you soon for some more drawing.